gifted speaker.
Actually, one more comes to mind.
I'm on top and you down below. The deep freeze got me out and cold. I keep breathing, here for good like superheroes, but I still fall victim to all of these demons. Let me see your ass 1-2 step, talking all that shit, but you ain't come through yet.
Let me see your ass 1-2 step, 1-2 step, 1-2 step.
All my life I wanna date a baddie, call her Bronny James. She wanna play with daddy. Hold up, pause. Cause the day I give a fuck's a day M has withdrawals. Relapse, give me that, you can't have it all. Guilty conscience trying to get that absolved. Got no...
Welcome to the Just Saiyan podcast. I am your host, Kaiser, and I'm joined by the Vegeta preacher himself. It's Sky, everybody. How you doing, Sky?
Doing pretty good. We'll talk a lot about Vegeta, I think, especially in episode 19. If you know, you know. But yeah, I think being a Vegeta fan is probably the most rough thing you can you can be, honestly, man. But yeah, we'll get into it.
Okay. Of course, we are here to talk about Dragon Ball Daima. Maybe other things are going to bleed into the discussion, but ultimately we'll be starting off with in a little image-led discussion around the major plot points in episode 20. Sorry, and then we're gonna open it up to really like what are our thoughts on Dragon Ball Daima as a whole. I think it's going to be exciting because there's one extra question I want Sky to think about throughout this, and I don't want him to answer now. I don't want you to answer now. But I want you to think about an answer after we give our rating out of 10.
Okay.
Was Dragon Ball Daima iconic? Okay. So, chat, I want you to think about this too, okay? And please watch it through. You know, it also helps the channel. But mainly, I want us all to like have this discussion, kind of like roast in it. You know, let it marinate, and then let's have that. See how we feel.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Okay, so we are going to start off again by just going over some of the plot points here in Dragon Ball Daima episode. Finish it off for me, Sky. Episode.
Well, we're doing 19 first. But
I guess we could. We could. Okay, so. Okay. So let's talk about episode 19. We have Super Saiyan. Wait. No. Episode 19 starts how, Sky?
It starts off with, I believe. Oh, it starts off with Vegeta. Well, they turn back into adults, and then we get Vegeta come in for Goku's place, and then we get Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta versus Goma.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to say. Sky put in a great poll, seeing where people's thoughts were, where their heads were at in regards to best Kamehamehas. Okay? It's like, I think mainly Goku's, like best of Goku's.
Oh,
really,
I think that was Noun. I think Noun did that.
Oh, it's Noun. Okay, awesome. Noun, we got some clips from you that we will talk about in the show later on. Don't you worry. You're dead. I'm joking. You're fine. So, I will say this. The best looking fight in the entire series, or like some of the best, most iconic moments, we can at least say there have been iconic moments for sure, at least. And that Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta whooping Goma, I have rewatched that so many times. It was so badass. He goes so hard. The final flash after knocking Goma through the fucking mantle of the Earth, or like their planetary stadium thing. It was kind of weird. I really understand that whole thing, but yeah, that was nuts. Final Flash, you see that shot from behind Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3, and you have the blurry background of that mantle, a beam that looks like a, I don't know, 50 killer whales maybe across. I don't know. It was a massive, weird way of describing it, potentially. But it was a big blast, and they showed it, and they demonstrated the scale of it so well, the power of it. Unbelievable. I thought What were your thoughts on, and maybe some of your favorite moments around that episode and that fight?
Well, one of my favorite moments was definitely so actually, I really liked how during the fight starts off, and usually a lot of Dragon Ball fights, mostly with Goku's fights though, Vegeta does have fights like this too, but they kind of prolong getting to their main form, right? They go to Super Saiyan, then Super Saiyan 2. It's like, okay, like we know you're gonna get your ass beat until you get to your main form, okay? So just get to it. And I like the transition of Vegeta, like he's getting, like Goma's kind of smashing him, pause, and then you literally get Vegeta getting out with Super Saiyan, and then during Super Saiyan, while running or like flying away, he's slowly going into Super Saiyan 3. I thought that was a really cool way of transitioning for Vegeta.
It was a slow transition.
Yeah. Also, my favorite part about that fight is him doing the Vegito style fighting. I love that.
Oh,
where he's just doing this, and then there's one part where he flips, and then he like uses that's my favorite part of that's my favorite sequence of that whole fight. Not the Final Flash.
Nah, man, the Final Flash is so good.
So I liked the Final Flash, but I do have something I didn't like about it.
What's that?
Am I the only one who didn't like that he kind of, like, instead of just yelling more and putting more force into it, he did something like this? I don't know if I'm a fan of that. I'll be honest with you.
True.
Because like if you let go, right? Doesn't that lose the momentum of the blast?
Yeah, I know you're right?
Because like, it's like if Goku does this and then he stops and then does it again, it's like, I don't know.
But here's the thing, like if we're gonna try and play the logic game in a world of Super Saiyans and fucking beam struggles, okay? So, the way we can play it is that realistically, like they're concentrating the energy into a specific spot. It's not necessarily where their hands are, and so maybe he can pull away for a second. Maybe his hands help to guide it.
They got the tingly back thing.
The tingly back thing. Oh my gosh, man! We're gonna talk about the tingly fingertips. Sky, you want to talk about the tingly fingertips? In episode 20, we're gonna talk about the tingly fingertips. Let me know in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. Let me know. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. Okay. Stunner. And also, Sky, we can't forget to talk about, before we get way too far past it, one of the best parts of that is when he goes Super Saiyan 3. I always love these kinds of moments, and I know it's not revolutionary. We've seen it 100 times. But the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta just catching him off guard with the stomach punch, the gut punch, was so well like done in it.
Yeah.
It was like,
that's a very very iconic pose. Goku's, I'd say the most iconic one was when Goku does it. I think it's against Nappa. Yeah, it's when he does it against Nappa. He punches him straight in the gut, and then he tosses him afterwards during that whole sequence. That to me is the most, because when people, this is low key, this is like my favorite Goku ever. That buff Goku from Saiyan Saga was different, bro. Like when he turned Kaioken, like against the Vegeta, when he's literally looks like he's roided up, which he basically is with Kaioken. That might be my favorite version of Goku ever.
100%.
It looks so good, bro. He looks out of this world, bro.
Sky, like I agree with you so much, and with your poll that I mentioned earlier, right? The Kamehamehas. One of the options, of course, was the against Vegeta.
Yeah.
Right. I actually initially voted for that one because genuinely, that's my favorite. Like, probably my favorite Gallic gun and favorite Kamehameha moment. But then I saw that no one voted for the Kamehameha and Daima, so I was like, I gotta give it some respect. Like, there, because not only this one, if we need to dial back another episode for 18, man, the one thing we totally forgot
the
to
one where
talk
he's
about,
upside down.
upside down, getting knocked in the face. You see the white out eyes. He's like, he fucking
Passing
felt
out.
it, and he's upside down in space and just kame. Oh my! And the signify the beam was starting, but it was like this illustrative thing with like Bulma and everyone that's there, right? Oh, it's so well done. Like,
No,
really,
that
really cool.
part was really, really cool too. Yeah,
But
for
we
sure.
got, of course, we got to get back. Of course. Okay.
Mhm.
So, Vegeta, of course, he starts losing some traction. He starts, losing energy. And Vegeta, and it took Goku and Piccolo probably a little bit too long, of course, to figure out that it has some. We got to get the eye out. Maybe this isn't working.
Yeah, Rinsu kind of clutched up on that one. Well, which sorry, not but Ku, which we're gonna talk a lot about probably a bit later. But Ku has become one of my favorite characters, and I never disliked Ku ever. I thought he was way more interesting than Do, and he was actually, again, with people just quickly, he was a competent fighter. That's the thing. That's the misconception here. He's not weak. He's just not Do's level of strength. So I'm surprised we never got to see the fusion, but I'm leaving for maybe next week's episode or something. But I have a feeling we will see Do again in Super. I do. I genuinely. Oh, well, no pun intended, but yeah, I definitely think we'll see them both.
Okay, so wait, hold on. If I can inject a question in there, do you think that? So we don't know what the movie is yet. Have you heard rumors about what?
I've heard rumors, but I don't think those. I think they've been proven to be false.
Okay.
It's not actual movie. So
they have. Here's like one thing we're gonna get to, of course, is that there's just way too much that's unexplained, right? So of course, I feel like my prediction is that it's gonna be. They're gonna take that movie as an opportunity to give us maybe a little bit of something else with the forms that we see. Maybe we're going to get a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, and then there's going to be that brain wipe, fucking somehow they just totally forget any of this happened. And I think in that moment, in that movie, I think a movie would be amazing. Give us Broly animation in this, and let's cook. And plus, realistically, I don't think Toriyama would have left loose ends. Whatever they have to do, like I feel like Toriyama would have expressed his entire vision, right? Like it's not done yet. There's still a lot of threads they have to tie. Sky, what do you think? Like, do you think the next movie or potential return to Super is gonna tell us immediately? Are we gonna get that with the return of Super, or are we gonna get that with the next movie?
Well, I think if we get something, it has to be in Super, right? And if it's in here's the issue now though. Now the problem is now that Daima is done, no matter how they explain it, it's not gonna look good on them, in my opinion, because you should have just done it on episode 20, like plain and simple. Because now you complicate things. Because now it's like, Goku, you were in the Demon Realm 10 years ago. Why have you never used Super Saiyan 4 since then? This makes no sense. This literally makes no sense. You fought Beerus on King Kai's planet, and you said Super Saiyan 3 was my limit. So there's just, there's no sort of way this is gonna tie in correctly without everyone in the fandom being like, what the fuck is going on?
And of course, including Ultra Vegeta 1 as well.
Ultra Vegeta 1. Yeah. Exactly. So to me, man, I think now we're in a weird spot where it's not gonna look good no matter how they describe it. If they describe it, it's Dragon Ball. A lot of times they leave it they leave the loose ends. So
here's what I think. I think that whatever this movie is coming sooner than the return of Super, as far as an animated series. Not manga, but the animated series. I have a feeling that with the 40th anniversary, that this was all part of a bait and bite. Kind of like maybe because maybe it'll bleed into something in the summer for Dragon
Yeah.
Ball, a Dragon Ball movie, something to build off of this experience and then to tie those loose ends. I that's what I think could happen. I think that would be the smart play, is to do something like that, right?
Yeah.
You're also getting the English audience still kind of caught up right now too. They're still pretty darn behind. They just got Tamagami 1, right? I actually went back and saw a little bit of that. That was pretty
Tamagami.
good.
Oh, they just got Tamagami 1
English.
versus 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
they're
no,
that far.
no. Sorry. Tamagami 3.
Oh, that's good.
Goku.
That's when the action starts picking up. Well,
That
I
was
know some
sick.
people would say Goku versus Glorio is like the first really cool animated fight, but there was not really a
True.
fight there.
That's the
But
first time
it was still cool.
they up the intensity in battle,
Yeah.
I'd say. But yeah, the Tamagami 1 I felt was very, very strong. And
Yeah, Tamagami 3
Vegeta showed up too, right?
No, he wasn't there yet. He's not there yet when they fight Tamagami 3. Vegeta's not there. He's still on Earth.
No,
Or no,
not
he's-
3,
he's-
but
he's
2.
going to World
But
War
2,
II.
I'm saying Vegeta
Yeah,
takes 2.
He fights 2.
Yeah.
He takes 2 after. Yeah.
Right. Man, that whole exchange of the eye was rough. Like, did Neva must have known what the eye was around Buddy's waist. How did the whole eye thing, we're gonna talk about the eyes more later.
Yeah.
For sure. I gotta stop myself.
But we got to talk about something really important on episode 19.
Okay, what is that?
Bulma was so close to not taking a bath with Vegeta. So close. But Vegeta pulled through
He poked through.
as the man that he is. And he was faster in base form than he was faster in any other form I've ever seen in my life.
Some would
To get
say,
back there.
Sky, that Vegeta was the first to achieve Ultra Instinct.
He might be. He might just be. Like,
Unbelievable.
and the thing is too is as great as Vegeta is, he's nothing without Bulma at the end of the day, right? Because Bulma gives him his peak powers. Look at GT. He doesn't get Super Saiyan 4 without a machine. So.
No. But if we get a Daima movie, right? And here's the thing, we also get a Ku who's like, hope to see you again.
Hey, bro.
But Sky, I'ma just say, we'll talk about it. They better not bring the eye back. We can have the movie be there, but let's not have it be the eye. Okay?
I think the eye is coming back.
No.
Yo, you want to be something crazy, bro?
No.
How about if Black Frieza had the eye? Bro, I'll be honest with you, man. Nothing would be able to beat it. Nothing. I think. Okay, just put it this way: Goma without the eye was literally useless. Absolutely useless.
Yeah.
It took a Super Saiyan 4 Goku to put a hole through his gut. Okay. Adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku, because Super Saiyan 4 Kid wasn't even enough to beat Goma, or at least to put him down, right?
Yeah.
And
they did state that they were more powerful now that they were adults.
And you could argue Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta as an adult was stronger than Super Saiyan 4 Goku as a kid. You could argue that, definitely. So, what's crazy is if Black Frieza were to have this Tertian Oculus, I'm not joking when I say this, he would probably beat all Gods of Destruction easily in the same time.
Wait. Say it one more time.
If Black Frieza had the Tertian Oculus, he would beat all of the Gods of Destruction in the same time. Including Beerus. All of them at the same time. All of them. It wouldn't, and I'll be honest with you, it's not close. It's not close. It's not even close. It's not close, bro. It's like mid to low diff. It's not close. I'll be honest with you, he could probably beat like the weakest angel. I'm not even joking. That's how broken the Tertian Oculus is. And then you put on Black Frieza. Yeah, I don't think it's close. I don't think it's close at all. You could literally add whoever the fuck you want. You can add Goku, Vegeta to the God of Destruction, Broly, Gohan. I think he beats all 15 of them in like by himself. No joke. Put Beast
You
Gohan,
think
Orange
so?
Piccolo. Yeah, dude. I think it's a wrap, bro. Dude, did you see what Goma was doing? And he was useless. Frieza
He
isn't
was.
useless.
Yeah.
Frieza one shot the strongest forms of Vegeta and Goku. You put that on him. They're not even in the same realm. They wouldn't be able
No.
to like. He would be so fast they would pass like reality itself. Like you wouldn't even see him. It would be some stupid like Marvel fucking gimmick shit. Like
Oh
it would
my
be like
gosh.
snap his fingers and then like 10 universes are erased and shit. Like I'm telling you, that's how strong he would be.
Yeah, it would be crazy. It would be crazy. But of course, we are talking about Daima. Sky. It sounds like we're kind of in episode 20 now, right? We're talking a little bit about Super Saiyan 4. What do you think about Super Saiyan 4?
I love it. I like the form. I think the form is good. I do like the bigger arms or forearms. Forearms hand ratio compared to everything else. I think that's great. One thing I will say though that I would have liked to see a bit more, which they actually showcased in I believe it was episode 18, was Goku was running like almost like some sort of primate in the fight. At one point, I wish they added a bit more, like, or not
More
a bit
of
more,
that.
some of that
Yeah.
at all. They didn't really have that in the fight in episode 20. But other than that, I'd say, yeah, the form is really great. There isn't anything about the form that I feel like differentiates Goku and himself, though, yet. So I'm saying yet because I'm sure because this is being shown, we will see this form at some point again. I don't know. Maybe we will. I guess we can leave that for another episode, but I don't know. There's nothing like the form itself is great. I love the form, but there isn't anything unique about the form other than the way it looks at the moment. I've said this so many times, and I guess people still don't understand what I mean with this. When Goku turns Super Saiyan God, he's not brutal in the way he attacks. He's very graceful. That's the point of Super Saiyan God. When he's Super Saiyan Blue, if you look at it, he's a whole different man. He's complete. It's like he's back in Super Saiyan, but he's God Ki, but Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
He's brutal again. The way he fights is more brutal. Even his voice changes when he's in Super Saiyan Blue. With Goku, he wasn't really talking at all. He was more just yelling, right? Which fair enough. He's in his final fight. He's in the final fight, so I get that. There's not much dialogue to be had, but yeah. I like the form. I just wish we saw a bit more of what makes it unique,
Special.
other than just the design itself.
Question for you. Did we see a times 10?
Kamehameha?
Yeah. Let me pull something up here.
Yeah, I think we did see glimpses of it because it was red, right? There's like glimpses of red, but it wasn't fully red, which is interesting.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, in the blast, in the beam, it was interwoven, and actually in the Kamehameha we saw from Goku before, we also get like a rotating, spiraling ring of fire that goes around it. So definitely, like, there's red elements, and we don't really technically need for it to be called the times 10 Kamehameha, but like a Kamehameha being red was badass. So
It was, yeah.
like, we know that a Kamehameha coming out of a Super Saiyan 4 Goku is gonna be nuts anyways. I thought the Kamehameha was very, very cool. What did you think of the animation of episode 20, man?
So actually, I said it in Discord, and I said that this is the second greatest animated episode I've ever seen Toei Animation do.
Wow.
Ever. And
What's the best? I just gotta ask.
The best to me is One Piece episode 1015. It was very, very special. Like you would really, if you just saw how episode 1015 of One Piece was, not even as a One Piece fan, just see it. And someone, who does editing and does photography, so you would really see the imagery there, and you'd be like, whoa, like, this is crazy. This is a crazy thing. But yeah, definitely, I would say it's the second best animation I've ever seen from Toei Animation,
Oh,
and that
okay.
makes me really excited. Hopefully, that we get Moro arc, right? Hopefully, we've been waiting, but please make it seasonal. Don't give me 80 episodes of Dragon Ball Super with Slime Vegeta again as like 5 episode filler. I don't need this. Just I'm okay with getting 24 episodes of the Moro arc, and then we don't get Dragon Ball Super anime for a year or two, and then we get the Granola arc. I'm okay with that because I know the manga's still going on, and we would still get content for it regardless. Just please make Dragon Ball seasonal. People
I
will
love
actually
it
wanna
this
watch
way.
it.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's way
that's
better.
how it needs to be. Hmm.
But we gotta close the loop. Like, it's been an improvement. I'm glad there's been an improvement in the release schedule for the English version. But
Yeah.
let's, if not at the same time, can we not be like a week behind? If you're concerned about like leaks or something, like,
Yeah.
there's got to be a better way, right? But anyways, let me pull up.
I feel like there's no way now to get to not get leaked at this point.
Yeah,
Like
man.
Attilio, my friend Attilio, I don't know. I haven't talked to him about it because I'm scared because I know he's watching it in English, so I haven't really talked to Daima about it with him at all. So I don't know if he knows about the new stuff,
Yeah,
but I don't want to say, yo, you saw, like, no. I'm just keeping it there, but it kind of feels like you can't escape it at this point.
yeah.
And you know, it's just the sad truth about, you know, social media and stuff. It's not even like anybody's fault at that point. It's just out there, right? People want to talk about it too. So
One I want to really pull up here.
shoutouts
we can use this
to
one.
shoutouts to Noun, Lil Trey, Monkey D Jiraiya,
Woo!
and Daniel Souza in chat. Oh, Alexa was here too. Hey,
How y'all doing?
because it says here like you message and then Alexa, but then I get like a whole bar saying welcome to live chat. So I didn't even realize that part. Yeah.
Okay.
I see you, Alexa. I see you.
Lil Trey, how you all doing? I wonder if
Yo,
we pulled a Lil
when's
Trace.
Lil Trey, bro. When's Kakame coming back?
Yeah, dude, let us know. That last chapter was fired, man. That's good.
I need the next one now.
Yeah.
Bro, I need the next one now, man.
So, Sky, what I have pulled up here, we can use this for a few different ones. Okay, but ultimately, I want to start off with Piccolo. I love Piccolo as a character. Why did he even come? Like, why did they even have him there though?
Oh, wait. We're talking about Piccolo, right?
Yeah, Piccolo. He
Also,
was a
sorry,
waste of time.
I see that Lil Trey message in chat. I just don't see it on mine. That's weird. He did say it maybe March 25th, but I don't see it in my chat. Sorry.
Yeah, I
about that.
see it come up now. Yeah, maybe March 25.
Oh yeah, it's delayed, I guess, on the pop-up chat. Okay, that's fair.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing this. Okay. I hope Noun's not in here. Noun's favorite character is Piccolo. Unfortunately,
He'll probably resonate.
Oh no, he definitely does. But there's only so much a man can take with their favorite character.
Oh boy, tell us about it.
Okay, so we're gonna do this. Piccolo was the most useless character I've ever seen in an arc ever in Dragon Ball. Point blank, period. Okay, just point blank. Like, at least we understand that Yamcha's a fucking Earthling. This dude is a Namekian. He's got some sort of power that's capable to, you know, at least at points in the series, maybe not rival always Goku, which he technically still has though. I can name you 3 arcs that he's rivaled even Goku's strength. In just Z alone, not even Super. And now he's basically he can rival him now in Super. But and definitely Vegeta. I mean, he's been stronger than Vegeta about twice in Dragon Ball Z, 2 or 3 times as well. So this is Z. Like, Daima is just after Buu arc. This isn't Super Piccolo where he's a lot further behind. This is so bad because Toriyama's favorite character is Piccolo. This is the thing. Toriyama's favorite character is Piccolo. It's never changed. Never. Throughout Dragon Ball Z, all the way past that. If I remember correctly, in Dragon Ball, Piccolo's actually, or not Piccolo, Toriyama. Actually, who was Toriyama's favorite character in Dragon Ball? I think there's an article stating what his favorite character was in Dragon Ball. But Piccolo,
Let us know,
once
chat.
he wrote Piccolo in, it was over. That was his favorite character. And to see Piccolo do absolute garbage.
It's all.
Okay, and hold on. Piccolo gets embarrassed in episode 1. Is it episode 1 or episode 2? In episode 1 or 2, he's already looking dumber than he is in Super. And yes, Piccolo is dumb in Super. Have you watched the Moro arc? Please tell me you've watched the Moro arc. Anyways,
Red.
episode 1 or 2, Piccolo goes and makes fun of Goku because he's not able to fly. And the first thing that Piccolo does is he tries flying and then he falls on his fucking head on a palm tree on the lookout. And he starts bleeding. He starts fucking bleeding, bro. Don't forget falling.
Does
He was
anyone have a
bleeding.
sensu bean?
That alone, I was already like, yeah, Piccolo's not doing shit. This whole series, he's not doing anything. And then, for him to wait behind a rock the whole time of episode 20 to finally do something, and then, by the way, when he hit him twice, and then the third time was like, I got you or whatever, I'm like, no, you're the most useless sack of shit I've ever seen in Daima. I'm sorry. I'm saying it straight up, bro. Like, I love Piccolo. I'm literally making a Piccolo deck right fucking now, okay? I love Piccolo. But I'm gonna say it straight up. I was dissing Vegeta just like 4 or 5 weeks ago too. Let's not get it twisted. Piccolo, again, this is the worst performance I've ever seen, ever. I have ever seen from a Dragon Ball character.
No,
in a
I don't
series.
know if I can agree with that.
100%. Because the thing is, we gotta look at expectation to what they did. Yamcha doesn't have a big expectation.
Okay, but Yamcha had a higher expectation when the Cybermen took him out, and he literally achieved nothing. Like, nothing.
Wait, hold on. To be technical here, the Cybermen still died. It blew himself up to beat Yamcha. At the end of the day, at least Yamcha died with something with it. At least that. And again, you're acting like. And hold on. We're gonna act like the Cybermen wasn't as strong as Raditz, because the Cybermen are equal power level to Raditz. So
Okay.
you're saying.
So wait.
Cybermen,
Are you saying
Tien
that?
Wait, hold on though. Tien
Okay,
died.
no, we're talking about Piccolo and Goma. There's a bigger power delta there than there is.
But that's my point. My point is we expect more from Piccolo. So I'm talking about expectation to what they did. Yamcha doesn't have expectations like that, like Piccolo does. Piccolo's supposed
But that
to be the
point
third or
in
fourth.
time, this is like early Saiyan saga. We still look at
Yeah, hold
Yamcha
on.
as at least like strong
Piccolo-
and
but
part of the
Piccolo-
group.
Piccolo is the strongest person in the group without Goku there, because Gohan can't control his power yet. Piccolo is literally the strongest one there.
Okay, but
He does nothing there either, by the way, other than sacrifice himself, which is a great moment. Yeah, I'm not going to take that away from him. But again, I'm talking about expectation to what they actually did. The expectation of Piccolo and Daima should have been do at least fucking something.
Yes.
At
Oh,
least
yeah.
he did nothing.
You're
He
right.
was
Yeah,
useless. And what I'm saying is, at least Yamcha, when he went there and he was confronted with a Cyberman equal to the power level of Raditz, Nappa, and Vegeta, I expected him to do nothing. I didn't expect Piccolo to do nothing. That's the difference. That's what pisses. So what I'm saying is, this is the worst performance
Overall.
I've ever seen from a character.
Overall.
From the worst performance.
Yeah.
This is worse than fucking TN in the Tournament of Power. It is, bro. This is so fucking bad. I can't even
It is
explain
worse.
to you how horrible Piccolo was in Daima. Oh my god, dude. This is pissing me off. This pisses me off talking
Okay,
about it.
now, of course, we do get this nice scene with Dende, Neva, and Piccolo.
Yeah.
Nice,
That was a
cool
good
little
scene.
conversation. Offers to Dende, my boy Dende, we will see a golden Dende. You've heard it from me first. He's like, yo, I can't come here. I gotta be the boss ass mofo that takes care of planet Earth. I kind of have that role. And Piccolo, of course, doesn't really even have a good answer for why he doesn't want to stay. But we get a nice little exchange. It's cool. Piccolo's like, yo, if I see anyone, I'll let you know. Dende's like, yo, I got you. It was nice. What I will say,
back,
yeah,
I'm just gonna say it straight up. If Neva comes back, the amount of sheer headaches we're gonna have is gonna be crazy, because we don't even know what else he can do. This guy literally can teleport Dragon Balls. He can unlock your hidden potential, which, by the way, isn't something new. We've seen Guru do that to Krillin and Gohan back in the Namek Saga, but the way Neva did it was clearly, he's the original Namekian. Right. So we can obviously expect that his hidden potential ability of some sort is way stronger than Guru's, right? Shout out to Guru though, Guru and Goat. But if he comes back, and what I mean by headaches is what is this dude capable? Like, I feel like he can do anything. I feel like this dude can literally do anything. Can he heal you? Sure. Why not? Dende can heal. This guy could probably heal 5 times quicker than Dende. Okay. Sorry. You guys are losing to the new big bad, Black Frieza. Oh, let me unlock Broly's hidden potential. Broly's hidden potential? What the fuck does that look like? What the fuck does that look like?
That'd be fun.
like, he's a cheat code if he comes back. Now, don't get me wrong. Would I be hyped to see a Daima character come back? Yes. The one I would like to see the most come back is probably Pansy and Glorio. Personally, I would like and Ku. I would like to see those 3 the most. Those would be the 3 I would love to see back. But yeah, just go back to what you were saying. That to me was a great moment. I was just shitting on Piccolo for like 10 minutes straight, but the 3 Namekians there, and I believe, was it Piccolo that said it? That was it Dende that said they would go back to the planet Namek, or the new planet Namek, because it's not because Frieza blew. Yeah, it was it Dende that said that maybe they'll come back here. What's interesting is maybe Black Frieza will invade the new Namek, so they actually have to go to the Demon World because they cannot escape him anymore. So maybe that's how we'll tie in Daima now into Super, where obviously it's not hard for Piccolo or anyone to understand if planet Namek is in danger, because who's one of their friends? Jacko. What does Jacko patrol? The universe, the galaxy, right? So he might say, like, listen, Dende, because again, Jacko and Dende have had interactions too. He would come back to Earth easily, be like, listen, like, it looks like Black Frieza, or Frieza, they wouldn't say Black Frieza, that's his form, but they would say Frieza is on his way, or it looks like he's on his way there. What should we do? And Dende would probably figure out, and this would be a great Dende moment. Dende would be some sort of really big leader, because again, Dende isn't supposed to be fighting. That would be an insanely good Dende moment. He would go there and he would command them all to the demon realm, which would be crazy. And then Neva would not be alone anymore, and they would have all these people. And then by the end of the arc, maybe the Namekians will say, this was our home, why don't we just stay here? And then we could constantly have that tie with Warp Summer constantly being open, because the relationship and alliance with Do, right? And maybe Do would help, or Ku, and maybe Ku and Do will help fight. Maybe the Tamagamis will come help fight too. So now that, it's funny though, because before Daima came out, we kept talking about, what are we doing for the Black Frieza arc? There's too many people involved. Just to quickly, just before we don't get too crazy with this, because we've talked about this a lot, but now we have the Tamagamis and we have Do and Ku as well, if they come back. So we have more people in play now to add to that. But yeah, I think that's a good way to tie that Namekian, the
universal battle, and having the Demon Realm be a play, having all the Namekians from all over kind of sheltered on this one place, that also kind of end game moment come through the portal, like, oh yeah, them, oh wow, yeah, them. Like, it's gonna be awesome.
I think that's my little guess. I think the Namekians will go back there during the Black Frieza arc. Because Frieza is going to invade the new Namek.
Oh, Vegeta has to be the one though, dude. Vegeta.
No, he already had his moment. He had his moment in Namek already. That was a great moment.
Yeah,
he didn't need to do that again.
You're right. Piccolo needs to be the one.
Piccolo's going to be there. I just think Dende needs that little shine now. Why not?
You're right.
He's older in Super, right? What is he? Maybe 14, 15?
He's in a teenage Dende now.
He's a teenager, yeah. That'd be cool to command all the Namekians to the demon realm. That'd be a really good moment for him.
So, Sky, question for you.
Yeah.
Zalama.
Yeah.
Who is Zalama again?
He's the one who created the Super Dragon Balls. So me and Noun have talked about this.
Okay.
Zalama might be the son of Neva or the brother of Neva because Neva is the original Namekian. So what does that leave Zalama?
Right?
And so unless they're gonna retcon it and change it and maybe Zalama something different, but from currently, Zalama just might be the son of Neva, who is obviously stronger than Neva. He surpassed his father. But yeah. Zalama looks really cool. He reminds me a little bit of Nail.
Yeah.
Yeah, he reminds me a little bit of Nail.
Nail had a cool look. I mean, one thing I wonder, like, for me, my mind actually initially went to is he actually Neva? You know? Like, is Neva actually Zalama? There are, like, I just looked it up. There are some Reddit groups, I guess, talking about it, but no one's like got an answer, you know what I mean? Or like a clear, like, oh, I saw actually in this episode they also mentioned this, or there's no details. No one's found anything to suggest it. So yeah, I think you're probably more on the money where he's somehow related, you know, one of the initial ones, probably a brother or something. That'd be really cool. And then if they can bring that narrative in, man, they can take this Black Frieza arc in all the best ways.
For sure.
Okay, so let me see real quick here. We got to pull up a few of the comments that we've had in the Discord, okay? But first, I want to highlight, this is an image that Sky shared recently in the Discord.
I should?
Yeah, I think it was part of the poll, the Gogeta Kamehameha.
Oh no, Noun did the poll, remember?
Oh, I keep forgetting that. I'm so sorry. Noun, I will never give you credit. With the Gogeta Kamehameha, look at the eyes. Like, this, I love how in episode 20, we got like a little bit of that wild kind of whippy animation that we got in the Broly movie. And it was really cool. It kind of opened with that. Like, him just kind of taking off from his mount and just like going in and looking crazy. I do like that Super Saiyan 4 is kind of just a bit more of what we expect from a Super Saiyan, like that kind of behavior, you know, kind of a little bit more confident, arrogant, serious. It seems like it goes up a little bit more every time. Goku had a very specific, just give him everything you got mission. So we didn't get to really see much of his personality. At the end, we see him smiling a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. I still feel like we've gotten the most serious out of both Vegeta and Goku when they're Super Saiyan 3. They seem to be just like the most serious for some reason. But who knows? Do you think we're gonna see Super Saiyan 4 return? In like that,
I feel like you have to bring it back now. But then how do you do it? That the issue now is if they bring it back or not, it's not the issue. It's how do you bring it back? And why bring it back? Because you have these new god forms. So why bring it back? But again,
True Ultra Instinct,
yeah. What I was thinking is, maybe combine it with Super Saiyan 4 like he did with Super Saiyan God. And maybe you find that it combines better. I don't know, but they've kind of written themselves in a hole here wrote themselves in a hole here, because now it's just gonna feel awkward how it's written in. Like, no matter what you do, it's just not gonna feel right in a way. But
yeah. Okay, let's get to some of the comments we got here. First of all, let's look at the chat. We got a few people. Yeah, I mean, Lil Trey off the bat, he's saying Super Saiyan 5. I said this also in a previous video that, like, I could see them winking to the Super Saiyan 5 design through a True Ultra Instinct Super Saiyan 4. That would be fucking
That'd be
super
sick.
sick. Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy. It's Beanies in the chat says hi hi. Now it says Piccolo Jr. looked so cool in the 23rd World Martial Arts tournament. You could feel the glaze in his pen. I don't understand that.
Because we're talking about
Glaze in his pen? No, that's what I mean.
like the way he was writing Piccolo Jr.
The
Yeah.
glaze in the pen he's writing. Man, okay, I
Yeah.
love that. I might use that. That's really good. Piccolo was just there to see Neva and his Namek powers. Okay, yeah, but it's not like it meant anything to anything we've seen so far in Super, so you know. But thank you for writing in. Continue to.
No, but I think that's what he means. I think that's what literally he means. Because Piccolo was just there to see Neva and his Namek powers. He was just useless.
Oh, I see. Like
Yeah.
he's just there to like watch TV, basically.
Yeah.
But he's not actually
They're
applying any of it or trying to get to a point where. But again, these guys somehow forgot it. Like that's the only logical explanation. It's just how. We got Gerald L. Quack in the chat also saying what's up. I appreciate the extra U. I like that detail. Yeah, man. Gerald, I mean, we saw your comment as well. I think yours is here somewhere. I have 0 positive things to say about this episode. And I am extremely disappointed, but oh well, Hope Moro arc comes next. Really hot. This is probably the hottest take I saw, and it wasn't even in the thread. It is crazy. I feel like we've aligned in the past, Gerald. You know, I feel like, you know, you, me, Sky, we're wavelengths, you know, but there's something on the water. Something's a little off here because, bro, you can't say there's nothing good to say about Daima. You can't say that. You can't say that. Sky, what do you think about, you know, not just Gerald, but people that are coming out of Daima just feeling really disappointed?
Well, I mean, to be fair, if the ending of a series I watch or a movie I watch isn't to the standard I'd hope it would be, then the first thing I'm gonna think about for the series is something negative if I don't really like it. Like if I watch a series like The Walking Dead and I'm like, why the fuck did I watch this? Because this ending is absolutely trash. Or Game of Thrones is the biggest one. It's why did I waste all this time to get to season 8? Fuck season 8. Season 7 was already shit. But I get to season 8 and that's what I got? This is what I waited for like 7 years? Really? We're doing this?
Okay,
so I understand what he means by that.
And he is saying that episode 20 specifically. Okay.
Yeah, he is talking about episode 20.
Okay. So that's good.
I was about
Okay.
to say that, yeah.
What would you rate episode 20?
I'd rate it a 7 out of 10.
I'm with you.
Yeah, it's a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
The animation carries that rating a lot.
We got some more over here, and me adjust it. All right. Who being Demon King was great in my opinion. I completely agree with you. The him being Demon King, love it. The loyalty he's had to for what's her name again? Edesu?
Or Arinsu?
Arinsu. The loyalty was cute. And then he just goes off like naming everybody that their minister. It was kind of funny. I like it. He's a cool guy. He's gonna have some fun. I think he's gonna be good for the demon realm. What do you think about the new Demon King?
Oh, dude. Do and Ku are sick, but Ku is the GOAT.
Ku's the GOAT.
Ku's the GOAT, bro. I love Ku. Ku's sick. I need him back, bro.
I'm glad that he's the one that did it. I just wish that it was more of a group effort and it wasn't Piccolo to do it and he failed. You know, I wish
Mhm.
that, and I almost wish it was a bit more intentional from Ku as well. Like not
Yeah.
like a blast just sent him somehow perfectly towards the back of Goma's head.
So Do and Ku are very interesting characters because I don't know if this is just on the Toei animation side or if Toriyama actually drew out these characters. Like legit. Well, obviously you have to draw them out for them in the anime. I get that. But I mean, in terms of like, he actually had pages and pages of like actual action scenes being drawn because there are certain instances where Ku actually gives off of a different Toriyama character named Arali or
Okay.
Arale. I can never pronounce her name. And it's a different character from Dr. Slump.
Okay.
And everything Ku does just gives off like the spirit of that character. And it's very interesting. Like even actually fun fact, the way Ku runs is exactly how she runs. Exactly how she runs. So I think those are like some cool ties that makes Ku a very interesting character, not only just because of that. So
That's
I don't
cool.
know.
I like
I'm
that.
a big fan of Ku. Ku's one of my favorite characters in the whole series.
I agree with that. We had some love in here too. I think Noun was saying Arinsu and her kids are definitely the top 3 best characters from Daima. Arinsu, I felt, was a very strong character, and she ended okay. I I didn't feel like she was like okay. She was good, but I didn't feel like she was a standout.
I really like her
Yeah.
voice, the voice actress
Yeah.
performance though.
Agreed.
She's
Yeah.
great.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Uh,
Glorio's voice actor was great as well. I mean, all of them were, but I just mean like in terms of like actual vocal performances, I'd say those stood out the most. I'd say Arinsu definitely the most for me. She was fantastic, and then obviously Goku. Come on,
Yeah.
like we're doing this. Like Goku's voice actress is absolutely phenomenal. Like I don't know how she does it.
It's
I don't
so
know.
good. I can't wait for the English version too, just because
Yeah.
it's like we get to eat again, you know?
Oh, definitely.
We get the beautiful, incredible voice acting from the Japanese version, and then we get to watch it back. Like that's why I was stoked to watch Tamagami 1 or 3, sorry. The first Tamagami is what I'm trying to say. Like that was the biggest epic moment at that point in time that we got in Super in Daima. But yeah, Sky, who would you say like was your probably like your top 3 people to watch in this show throughout it? Like who are you excited to see come up on screen?
I would say Ku for sure. I would say Pansy, and
Okay.
then I'd probably say Goku. Kid Goku.
Okay.
Kid Goku, Pansy, and Ku are probably my favorite characters in the whole series.
I like that. My list would probably look pretty darn similar. I think I might. What was the name of the guy who's now a minister? He had the evil eye around his waist.
Ibis
Ibis.
or Hebus?
Or Hebus or Ibis or whatever it was.
Bro, can I just say something?
He's a what?
Episode 20, Ku's looking for more ministers. He's like, anyone else want to use it? And he's like, hi.
Oh yeah.
Hi. And then Ku's like, okay, we're done. And I'm just like, no, bro, this.
Bro, that was the most vocal we've ever seen him.
Oh fuck, bro.
The one time.
Like,
Oh
bro,
my
go eat your
goodness.
potato chips and sit down, bro.
He's funny. I hope we get him or someone like him again. Yeah, so we also have red-haired Shankdom and Jay Lightyear, like, not super stoked about Super Saiyan 4. Jay Lightyear says there was zero explanation for Super Saiyan 4. Goku acted like he had been saving it after the fight. The wrap-up felt way too rushed. Yeah, I mean, I agree in that, like, it would have been cool if the last 2 episodes were a fight between Goku and Goma. Or like just that final, to have more of a final battle. It kind of felt choppy. There were, I don't know. It was good.
I think the fight length was fine. I think we needed more talking. I think we needed more dialogue.
Yeah.
More action.
From our guys. Yeah. Man. Legit, my only issue is Goku having already unlocked Super Saiyan 4 before the series. So, okay, what do you think about the conversation he has with Vegeta? We don't need to talk about Ultra Vegeta 1, but as far as Goku being like talking as if he knew it was there the whole time and he had been basically working, at the very least working towards it.
Well, he wasn't talking like it was there the whole time. He did have it the whole time. That's the point. And that's what's annoying. That makes no sense. That's just bad writing. Because
the moment we get from the Neva enlightenment and Goku going, like, it was beautiful. I love that sequence. Probably my favorite transformation in the series. One of my favorite transformations of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And that moment feels just like a little bit, I don't know, for lack of better words, lesser now, if like it means that Goku potentially has gone Super Saiyan 4 before, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, cool. Like, does he just feel good? Like, after Neva blesses him or something, he's just like, oh, like some like CoverGirl commercial with raindrops and shit. Like, look, It was a cool moment. Why do we have to be like,
I don't even think that's the best transformation from Goku, though. I think the best one is literally in episode 19, where he throws the shirt off and then he transforms. I think that one's way better than the Neva one.
That was awesome. But it's the first time we get Super Saiyan 4, and there was like that whole creative flair. We talk about the ink off the pen, you know, like that rain. We joke around, but that raindrop, pop, Goku kind of like floating there with the Super Saiyan 3 hair just fucking floating, and that sequence was gorgeous. Like that, I love the artistic vision they had behind that. It was very inspired for sure. That was like a badass, like, we need some grungy fucking yelling now and just show us power. Show us Goku flexing his pecs, please.
The best part about Super Saiyan 3 Goku was that it reminded me how iconic Super Saiyan 3 Goku was in GT, bro. If you guys remember how GT Goku looks in Super Saiyan 3, he literally looks like Sonic the Hedgehog. It's hilarious, bro. He literally looks like Sonic. I love it, dude. You know what I always describe Goku in GT? I don't care what anybody says, bro. I think Super Saiyan 3, like, it's not badass. I just call it cute. Like, I think Goku looks cute in GT with Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah.
He just looks like a little hedgehog running around.
he kind of does. His hair's like as long as he is. Right?
I don't know, bro.
I
never
also,
thought I'd say that. Speaking, by the way, of Goku being cute, that was not on my bingo card. Transition to Noun's bingo card.
Yes, actually, I do have that.
I never thought I'd say that today. Goku is cute. Well,
okay.
Yes, he is.
He's adorable. New. What is that? Hey, Sky, you're gonna be the one that reads these.
Yep. Sure thing. Well, I can also just go to the chat too. Let me see it. Asset sharing. Yeah. So Noun did this bingo card. I don't know when Noun actually started the bingo card. I don't know if he wrote it all down and then just started putting hundreds on it before episode 20 hit. But what I will say was, some of these did get filled out. For episode 20. Now, I'm gonna get technical here. Super Saiyan 4 was explained poorly, but it was.
It was.
So that there it is. Story left open for return. That's another one. The Gomez says curses is another one. He does say that. No memory wipe. Dragon Ball Super tie-in. Unfortunately, nothing. Third Eye is destroyed. So those are the ones. It was the Gomez says curses. Third Eye is destroyed. Super Saiyan 4 explained, and then story left open for return. So we almost got everything on Noun's bingo card here. No new transformation, Neva wink. I like that Noun put new transformation very small because it's not really a priority since we just got Super Saiyan 4 anyway.
My guess is that it's actually just because transformation's too long of a word.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. And then yeah, memory. I'm glad we didn't get the memory wipe though. I'll be honest with you.
I don't know. Like, okay, if Daima isn't the next thing we get, then I'm pissed off we didn't get a memory wipe. That's where I'm at.
Okay, I think that's fair though. Yeah, that's fair. So you think after this Trunks and Goten arc, which we didn't end up getting to talk about, which we should probably get to in a week or two's time, talk about that chapter, because I actually thought it was a great chapter. But after we're done with this Trunks and Goten stuff, which I'm sure it's gonna segue out now because there's just the one shot. It'd be cool to get like sort of like we just go now back at the demon realm and we see like Ku like doing random stuff. It doesn't even have to have action. It could just be like a complete slice of life chapter talking about what Ku has done in the last 10 years with the demon realm and aligning all the first 3 worlds, right?
That'd be so cool.
Ku is very, very smart. And maybe we can see like what everyone else is doing. Has Pansy grown? Because I know she's like 70 something, but has she gotten like a actual growth spurt? That would be cool to see. Maybe Pansy a bit older in 10 years. See Glorio, stuff like that. That would be really cool to see. So
that would be really cool. I'd like that too. A little bit of time has passed. Let's get an update from everybody. I'd love that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Sky,
What?
I think the time has come. I need to ask you for your Dragon Ball Daima. Like, let's just say, okay, tell me a couple things and then lead into your out of 10. Like, what concise summary, how did you feel about Daima? And then what was your rating?
Okay. So Daima gives off OG Dragon Ball vibes, especially in the early parts. The first like 5 episodes is very early Dragon Ball-esque. Though the only thing I had issues with on the adventure side of things with Daima was definitely the constant need for the ship to constantly break down. They could have just made it different. They could have done something different. I'm okay with having hurdles in the adventure. I'm okay with that. But at least make it different, man. Like, okay, like, and at least make it exciting in the sense of it could be comedic, or it could be like a new place that brings them something. Like, it doesn't have to be filler. It could be like, for example, we got that one basically filler episode of them stealing the Dragon Balls, 2 guys stealing the fucking Dragon Ball, and it leads to like no new like cool little scene or like cool little. The best part of that whole episode was Goku guarding the Dragon Ball and like walking around, dancing around, and then he ends up falling asleep. That's the best part of the episode. That's literally the best part of the episode. And we kind of didn't get much of that after the 5, 6, 7 episodes. After we get to the first Tamagami, it's a lot more just action. We still get lore dumps. We get to see the Planet Namek, like that, the OG Planet Namek. That was a really cool spot. So I really liked the world building. And now my favorite arc, if you guys don't know, is the Namek Saga. And I like the Namek Saga the most because of the world building, because of Planet Namek. When you first get there, it's like, whoa, this is completely different from Earth. Again, the Z Fighters have never gone anywhere other than Earth before that. So this is a whole new thing for them. And people like Bulma go with them too. So like everyone is basically there. And it's a really, really cool moment. And that's what I liked a lot about Daima, is that part of it too, is the world building. Like there's that episode, I know there wasn't too much exciting parts of the episode, but it almost made you think, damn, I wonder if we'll ever come back here, and if we do, I would like to see more of this world. And it was the giants that for example, that giants place, these guys are like the babies, like Goku and Vegeta can do fuck all to them. The babies.
Dude, we are so coming back. There's no way we're not coming back.
Bro, we didn't even get to see the adults for that. Imagine we had that for the Tournament of Power, bro. Bro, imagine if the Tournament of Power had the universes and then the Demon Realm team. So like it wasn't a universe, but is the Demon Realm have their own team? Hey man, all I'm saying is if they pull up with like 2 or 3 of those giants, I ain't fucking with those. they're gonna be worse than Analaza. I don't know if you remember Analaza.
No, I don't.
Tournament of Power. It's like that big guy with like tentacles that it took like 6 of them to beat. Android 18, 17, Piccolo, Gohan, Goku, Vegeta, Frieza. There's like 6, 7 of them. Yeah.
No, I remember. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that part was great. I think the action was very good. I think Toei did a great job on the animation and the choreography for a lot of the fights. My favorite ones were definitely Tamagami 3 versus Goku. Goku versus Goma in kid form, and then Goku versus and then Vegeta also versus Goma in Super Saiyan 3. That was a really, really cool one too. And then obviously adult Goku as well versus Goma. You can't leave that one out too. But so the action was great. The world building was great. There was a few hiccups. There was like a 2-episode stretch. I forgot if it was like episode 15, 16 or 16, 17, where it felt a bit slower.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like eh. But other than that, I'm gonna rate Daima an 8.5 out of 10. Daima is an 8.5 for me out of 10.
Chat, let us know what your rating is. I think I would agree with you probably for my 3 favorite fights. I think I'm right with you on that. I will say I'm with you. Like my cons, I guess, that I would pull are like the filler. There were filler episodes that for me felt painful, I think, and that was like really that was disappointing, right? So like there were moments where that would like the Ginyu Force-esque like special forces that they had, that episode, I will never rewatch that episode. Like I really disliked that. It was
they were a waste of fucking time, man. Like
wow.
I'm like just quickly, like I feel like people don't understand what we have until it's gone. I understand that the Ginyu Force is a fucking laughing stock if they were to come back now. I understand that. But please, for the love of God, guys, if you have not watched Z in a long time, go back to the Namek Saga and see that the Ginyu Force were actually fucking weirdos, but badass at the same time.
It's true.
Do people forget that Raccoon was like the fucking bulky ass motherfucker? Like he always hit the hardest. He was the hardest hitter except for Ginyu, right? Then you had Jace, who was the more all-arounder. Right, he could hit hard. He said he could hit harder than Raccoon, but he was also quicker than Burger. We don't know if that's actually true.
I don't know.
And you got Burger was the fastest in the universe, right? And then you had Goldo, who was the weakest in power level. I think his power level was like 5,000.
He was the egg.
But he could time freeze, right? Which was really interesting. That was cool. He had a cool thing where he would literally stop you in time, which was nice. Which is cool because reminiscent of Hit's time skip.
So he did it first.
Time, yeah, exactly. Which is awesome. So like the Ginyu Force, people like to shit talk them now, and then I don't even need to talk. I know you don't like Ginyu. That's why I'm throwing shade at you too. Captain Ginyu is a great character, absolutely phenomenal character. By the way, I'm just gonna point that out there. The Ginyu Force is elite in itself, but Captain Ginyu is absolutely phenomenal. He's a phenomenal character and a phenomenal antagonist that Goku and Vegeta have to go through in the Namek Saga. Just putting that out there. So you already have these 4 great fighters, and then you have Ginyu on top of that, and then you go to Daima, and then you see whatever the fuck that was, and you're just kind of like, this ain't no Ginyu Force. Yeah, exactly. They were clowns that stood on business. That's just a fact. It's just a fact, bro.
No, yeah, I hear you.
You could say, "Oh, Ginyu, yeah, he swapped bodies, bro. That's his technique." Why are you mad for?
Okay.
Why are you mad, bro?
Okay.
Why are you mad?
Relax. Hold on 1 second. Okay. As much as I disliked, not all of the Ginyu Force.
I know you like Jace.
Mainly just Captain. Maybe just the Captain. To be honest,
you definitely like Jace.
Yeah, Jace was my favorite for sure.
I know he was your favorite.
Yeah.
Screams Kaiser.
Fuck, it's the red. Yeah, I will say that although I didn't like the Ginyus in general, the Ginyu Force much in general, when I initially watched that point in the series, I will say that I wasn't like I was like I understood the strength that they had. Like I wasn't like ignorant to it. I was like, okay, like they're annoying, but like they are a threat. Except for the captain was so disappointing. Captain Ginyu, guys, listen, put him in the back of the truck. Captain Ginyu, for me, and this is genuine, is right up there with.
Don't say Ribrianne. Don't
with
fucking
Ribrianne,
say. Oh
with
God.
Topo.
We're
Oh
not
my
doing this.
God, these
we're
characters
not,
are terrible.
bro. We're not doing this, bro. We're literally not doing this today.
Anyways, guy, I gotta go
tell
eat
me-
something other than ramen. Oh, you
Okay,
understand me? Listen to me.
Ginyu, before swapping bodies, had a power level of 120,000. Okay. At one point, listen to this. At one point, I believe he was the second strongest person on Namek. At one point in that arc, he's the second strongest person on Namek. Do you understand what that means?
Do you understand what I mean when I say I understand that the Ginyu Force is a big deal? More than just how they're like literally praised by the Frieza Force, but also because they were strong.
Yeah,
I
but
thought
poses
Captain
is-
Ginyu was just. I so didn't even need him to come back.
The poses,
like,
the poses.
The
The
po-
poses.
Okay, bro. I'll
All the
send you
poses are-
poses. I'll send you Snapchat every morning. You open it up. I'll do a pose from each of the Ginyu Force. Okay. I will send that every day. Daily Ginyus. If we just destroy
Ginyus.
daily
Dude,
Ginyus.
that's a good segment. That's a good.
Pose on Snapchat, everybody.
No,
just to get them out of here. Jeez.
Oh,
So what I will say is, yeah, I mean, there was the filler that wasn't too much fun. There was the loose ends, of course, that at least some you wanted to get tied. Piccolo was so useless in this. I would argue that Bulma really didn't even need to be here, and not because I don't love Bulma, but because they didn't use her. They didn't use her well.
Yeah, she was just there.
She was only there to honestly make herself look bad. And at the end, not the Vegeta thing was funny. I will take that humorous moment. But then at the end, where it's literally just like, oh, my skin, it's just like, why are you reducing her to this? This lady's a genius. Can you give her some, like, that should be the conversations that happen off screen. We don't need, like, let's make, what if we had a scene where it was like, Bulma's like, you know what? What if this rock technology, we could bake that into, maybe start making time machines that would, and like, what if we had a cool like Brainiac moment instead of her worrying so much? Anyways, Pansy waving Vegeta's hand at the end. I love that. That was really cute. I think it speaks to the charm, and that's one positive thing I'll say is it had so much charm. The fights had great moments. I mean, the no fusion thing, that was another thing. That's gonna be a topic on its own. I would probably go 7-5 on Daima.
Okay.
Now, before my camera dies, because I see it flashing, Sky, on the count of 3, I don't know how good our sync is, but if anything, it'll help because we'll be clear. You'll go before me or I'll go before you. I want us to say whether or not Daima is iconic. All right.
I've been thinking about this the whole time, bro.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
No.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! What?
No, it's not, and it hurts for me to say this. Yeah, Daima's not iconic.
Okay, let me say this, okay? There are movies,
Iconic moments.
there are fights, there are like so many big moments in Dragon Ball that we love where like a lot of the sequencing that happened before it or after it. There was my camera, don't worry about it. That
No, it's
all that context building around it sometimes was not very good or was boring, it was whatever. But he had these moments that were crazy good, right? Like the thing is, Goku going Super Saiyan 3 for the first time, like literally just the transformation itself was awesome. But like the whole Trunks taking 5 ever to try and find the Dragon Balls was excruciating. So
Yeah.
so my point is, I feel like there are so many moments in this show that were iconic, more than one. The way, especially in the beginning with the lore building and on the Namekians and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I felt like there was so much passion injected into this series by Toriyama, and whether or not it hit in a lot of places is another debate that we'll all have for years to come for sure. But I felt that there were enough moments for me to look back at and want to rewatch to be like, I would say I'm going to look back at this series as iconic for sure.
Okay, well, let me just say something before we go.
Okay.
In 3, 2, 1, save Dragon Ball Super's iconic, okay? 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
No. I don't think Super's iconic.
A Tournament of Power alone.
I don't know, but I think there's iconic moments. I don't think the series itself is iconic.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Like, I think Dragon Ball Z is undisputed iconic. It's undisputed.
But it's also impossible to make that comparison because with Daima, we only have one saga. We have only had one adventure. Whereas with Dragon Ball Z, like we can have the conversation of more so was Majin Buu, was that arc or
Also,
was this arc?
yeah.
Or...
And also, the thing is too, something doesn't always just become iconic right away. Daima in 5 years, let's see how it ends up doing, because people go back to it. If people start going back to it and people still make content on theories and all this stuff, then maybe we can go back to it and be like, wait, maybe Daima is iconic. Maybe, because again, something that makes something iconic is also something that's still talked about years to come. If Daima is still talked about years to come, right?
Yeah.
Then we could be looking at something possibly iconic. The reason why I don't think Super's iconic is because I think most of Super is pretty average.
Yeah.
At best. So
100%, man. That's fair. Thank you all for jumping in. It's been a while since we've done. I don't know. It just feels like we're kind of all over the place on making videos, but it's just everything all at once. So we appreciate y'all, and it's just fun to jump in and talk about it. And it's always like a blast to look through the chats and look through the Discords and see what everyone's saying about it. And that's why I want to really bring in some of the screenshots from what people were saying in there, because that's where we get like some more of the passionate comments. So if you are someone who's watching this after the fact, because I feel like everyone that's currently in the live is already in the Discord, then join us on the Discord. You'll find a link in the description, so please go ahead, jump in and do that. Is my camera gonna turn on? Doesn't look like it. So you will be looking. Oh, there you go. Okay, we'll see how long this lasts. Thank you all for jumping in. It's been a blast talking Daima. We are going to continue talking Daima. That's mad bright. We are going to be publishing some VODs moving forward for a little bit, really, talking about so many things. Like you've heard us, me and Sky, constantly be like, oh, this is something we gotta address on a future episode. This is something we gotta talk about in a future episode. Like there are so many things we need to deep dive. Super Saiyan 4 could have its own thing. The transformations could be its own thing. There's so many ways we can go with this, and mainly just because we really love diving into it and just talk and mind cannon off. So yeah, we're stoked to do that. I'm really stoked to rewatch it in English, Sky, as well.
I'm gonna do that too.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a good time. It's been a good time. Thank you all for jumping in and doing it. I think basically our channel's giving Daima an 8, because if you're 8.5, I'm 7.5. Basically, we give it an 8.
That's good. Actually,
yeah.
I was even thinking of swapping it to an 8, so it's
Okay.
good. We'll just keep it like that. We'll keep it like that.
Okay.
Because I like.
We
because
could do
it's
7.75.
Yeah, but I think 8's good. 8's a nice
fucking
solid.
around,
Yeah,
fucking-
don't fucking do that shit. Bro, that's a little cringe.
Move that decimal point 3. Okay. Thank y'all. If you are in the chat right now, if you are coming in after the fact, let us know what your rating is. Before we go, we'll just say Sorsdale gave it a 6.5 or 7. Gerald gave it a 6. So yeah, I mean, he wasn't very high on it. Noun, 7 or 8. 7 or 8. I personally feel like that's a big, like, you got to tighten that, bro. 7 or 8, but I feel it. I mean, look, I gave it a 7.5, so I'm basically giving the same rating. Yeah, let us know. What did you think of it? If you could give it a rating out of 10, you know? And if you just feel really passionate about some of the gripes you have, it's a safe place. It's a safe place. Drop them down there.
Low Trey 7 as well.
Low Trey gives it a 7. Very cool, very cool. Maybe on the next episode we'll pull some of these numbers and combine it with... Nah, never mind.
Since everyone's here in chat right now, I'll be doing the top 15 best Dragon Ball villains event at the end of this stream. So make sure you tune in for that. That'll be in about 20 to 30 minutes. If you guys haven't done a list yet, you guys still have time. You can make that list right now. I do have that in the event tab, so you could do your top 15 list. And yeah.
Gerald did.
Sticking out your tongue.
Gerald
Oh,
did
the
chat.
pee.
Yeah, but then I realized it brought attention to my disheveled, disgusting beard right now. So,
yours is disgusting. Jeez, I need to cut mine.
you want to have a disgusting beard off right now?
No, bro, we gotta keep it.
Yeah, we got to get going before this camera's not gonna last anymore. There's no way. It's
We
crazy.
gotta keep this until we win the Stanley Cup.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, we're gonna have some long beards. Thank you so much for jumping in. Have a great day and look for some content next week. More stuff on Daima. Thank you.
Gifted speaker.
Actually, one more comes to mind.
I'm on top and you down below. The deep freeze got me out and cold. I keep breathing. Here for good like superheroes, but I still fall victim to all of these demons. Let me see your ass 1-2 step. Talking all that shit, but you ain't come through yet.
Let me see your ass 1-2 step. 1-2 step. 1-2 step.
All my life I wanna date a baddie. Call her Bronny James. She wanna play with daddy. Hold up, pause. Cause the day I give a fuck's the day M has withdrawals. Relapse, give me that, you can't have it all. Guilty conscience trying to get that absolved. Got no